This week, we check out the Charity Day auction in the UC, another town hall meeting with President Hanberry, plus all that glitz and glamour on the league. Don't change your channel, because SUTV News starts now. Thank you for watching SUTV News and Entertainment. I'm Ginger Christian. First, last week was the third annual town hall meeting provided by our SGA. President Hanberry gave us ice cream and plenty of time to ask him what he could do to improve NSU. Trisha McCutcheon has the story. Let's see how it went.
Hey everyone, I'm Trisha McCutcheon here live at the third annual town hall meeting with President Hanberry. We're going to talk about his goals set for NSU. Let's take a look.
For those unfamiliar with President Hanberry's goal, by 2020, through excellence and innovations in teaching, research, service, and learning, Nova Southeastern University will be recognized by accrediting agencies, the academic community, and the general public as a premier private not-for-profit university.
So, anybody got a question? We've got microphones. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
I'm also here in our questions regarding a computer lounge. Is there any chance in the future that we can have one on this campus?
Well, trying to build something new is a little difficult right now because I'm trying to raise money for scholarships instead of buildings. But I have worked with Dr. Williams, and I think we are trying to find some area in which we can identify as a commuter lounge that's a little bit bigger than over at Rosenthal. So we are looking at that, and I hope we'll be able to announce one even this year.
I'm an international student, and I'm from Norway, and I was wondering, what do you do to promote diversity on campus?
Well, as I started out, diversity is one of our core values. We want to try to see that we maintain and we're proud to have a minority-majority university. We'll also have about 1,000 international students. And the best way to preserve and protect more international students is to have our international students to send back a good word that this is a good place to come. Which means we'll probably be building more dorms. And more importantly, we're going to be building some more parking garages that I'm sure you're probably... How many of you have a parking problem around here? Oh, okay. Well, I think we're going to try to overcome that, but it's still going to be a couple of years. So you still have to use the sharp shuttle, and we're going to try to improve that service as well. Dr. Williams and I, we've made a commitment. We're going to try to see that you get the kind of things that you like to see, so that you not only learn here, but you have some fun here as well. Okay?
All right, there you have it, guys. President Hanberry answered all his questions at the third annual town hall meeting. If you were there, you know what's up. So next time, you have to check him out later. See you later.
Thanks, Trisha, and thank you to President Hanberry. Next, Corey Evans takes us and the Nature Club on a night hike. What's walking wild, Corey?
What's good, NSU? It's Corey Evans here with another episode of Walking Wild. This week, I took a special night hike trip with the Nature Club at my favorite national park, Secret Woods, and I brought my camera along to show you guys what I saw. Check it out. My trip to Secret Woods was definitely a little unsettling. The park was located 10 minutes away from campus. Upon arrival, I was greeted by one of my biggest fears, bees. Secret Woods practically had a beehive inside of the lobby, behind glass, of course. Bees aside, the lobby was filled with all kinds of exhibits and fun puzzles, and they were filled with all sorts of animals. I took a very detailed look at the entire lobby. After a tour of the lobby, we stepped outside and had our attention directed to a lamp that was attracting all the insects. The lamp had a blanket draped around it to show all the insects and where they were landing. The insects often orient themselves in the direction of the moonlight, flying towards it. As a result, bright artificial lights often confuse them when they are flying. When insects are confused, they crash into the blanket, where this hungry Cuban anole is waiting to devour them. Once we started the tour, the park rangers had a variety of animals to display, including land crabs and fiddler crabs. Afterwards, I walked down a dark, spooky path on my way to catch up with the rest of my group. Along the path, I kinda got lost and encountered a variety of spooky scenery. As I got lost, I encountered a strangler. Fig, that is. The seeds of these stranglers are deposited into the canopies of host trees. The roots descend downward and constrict the host tree, eventually choking the tree out of sunlight. Scary. Speaking of stranglers, along the path, I encountered an old friend of mine from my freshman year of college. Bones. He is a 2-foot-long rat snake with the nastiest temper. Rat snakes lack venom. Instead, they constrict their prey until it passes out. It later swallows it alive. When I first met Bones my freshman year, he struck at me the moment I walked into the lobby. He wasted no time in greeting me the exact same manner 2 years later. Secret Woods borders the New River, which is prime habitat for 2 iconic Floridian animals: the American alligator and the West India manatee. Both of these skulls actually belong to the animals that inhabited this river. And what night hike would be complete without the champion of the night? The Brazilian free-tailed bat is an insectivorous bat that flies through the night at breakneck speed to catch insects using echolocation. After our bat sighting, we head back to the nature center where we departed shortly. I will never forget my encounter with these citizens of the night, and I hope to return again someday, yet again, under the cover of the night. Alright guys, that's it for this week. Stay tuned next week for another special edition of Walking Wild.
Thanks, Corey. Right now, we have to take a quick break. Stay tuned. More SUTV news and entertainment when we return. Thanks for sticking with us on Channel 96. On Veterans Day in the UC, a charity date auction was held to raise money for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Let's check it out.
Alright guys, so this is how it works. It's a typical charity date auction. So what we're going to do is bring one of our lovely auctionees up here in the hot seat, ask them a few questions, introduce them to you guys, and we're going to start the bidding off. Bidding will start at $5 and go up in increments of $5.
Please bring Alex Shaw up. So Alex, you seem pretty popular with the crowd. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
No, I like to surf, snowboard, anything outdoor, work out, run, do martial arts, Muay Thai, that's about it.
Our next auctionee is a handsome young man named Mike Orozco. Give a round of applause for Mike, please. Let's go. All right, Mike, since you're in the hot seat, you're from Colombia, no? When did you come here from Colombia?
Ayer. Yesterday.
Yesterday? So you're straight off the boat?
No, I got here when I was 8 years old.
All right, so I remember, we worked together this summer. I heard some of the people saying you got some moves. You want to show the crowd? All right, can we get some music, DJ? All right, so when you're not, studying pharmacy, what type of movies do you like?
I like comedy movies the most. My favorite movie is Dumb and Dumber. My favorite action movie is Indiana Jones, The Temple of Doom.
All right, you like some old school?
All right, Laura, what is the best date that you've ever been on?
The best date that I've ever been on, it actually wasn't anything big. It was quite simple. It was just like a stay at home and cook dinner kind of thing. So, and I love, it's casual, but I'm a homebody myself, so.
So, being from Canada, where it's really cold, would you consider yourself a big cuddler?
I mean, I wasn't, but yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure, she says. All right, Serenade. If your sisters could describe you in 3 words, what would they use?
Bubbly, talkative, and super sweet.
Super sweet. That's hyphenated. All right, so this girl's gonna be a doctor. She likes nature. She's in DeFi, and she's in orchestra. This girl's a catch.
Seemed like a great event, and what a great cause to raise money for. Now we go to Christina Forbes for our weekly Student of the Week interview. Christina?
Hi, this is Christina Forbes, and welcome to the Student Leader of the Week segment. This week we're here with Amelia Hartzell, and we're going to ask her some questions about her recognition and her involvement around NSU. So Amelia, my first question to you is, how did you feel when you were first recognized as Student Leader of the Week?
I was very proud to have the recognition. As a freshman, I just came to college, and I'm already involved in a lot of things, and it's a great honor to be recognized as Student Leader of the Week.
All right, so what are some of your involvements around NSU?
I'm in DeFi. I was just elected as scholarship chair, and I'm also in Pre-Dental Society. And as a part of DeFi, I work at many events, and I'm involved in a lot of activities and events on campus, various things.
So DeFi, can you expand a little bit more about what that is, or the name that some of us don't know it by, because that's a little nickname.
Oh, okay. Delta Phi Epsilon. It's the biggest sorority on campus. We have the highest GPA in PC, and
a little bragging.
Yeah, just proud. And I'm a new member this year.
Okay. So what else do you want your fellow Sharks to know about you?
I'm in 3-4 dental dual admissions, and I can lick my elbow.
Can you do it on camera?
Sure. And that's all.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Until next time, remember to live, love, and laugh a lot.
Thanks, Christina, and congrats to our SGA Student of the Week. This Sunday is the last night for you to see Cabaret, so make sure you reserve your free tickets to support our theater friends in the Broadway hit play. Also this Sunday is the Out of Darkness Walk for Suicide Prevention. Support a great cause and come out to get a nice early walk on a beautiful Sunday morning. That's all I have for NSU news and events. Let's see what Leah has for us in the fabulous world of Hollywood. Leah?
Aloha mai kako. Hello everyone. You're watching The Leak on SU TV, where we spice up the news with entertainment and celebrity gossip. I'm your host, Leah Kunipo. Earlier this week, news came that Zoe Saldana and her fiancé are splitting up. The Avatar actress Zoe and fiancé Keith Britton have been together for 11 years. Zoe says their relationship had lasted so long because they don't listen to anybody but themselves. But now she is ready to focus on herself. She recently tweeted a quote by Buddha which says, "You, yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserves your love and affection." Hope all works out for you, Zoe. Just do you and live your life. On the brighter side, let's see what fashion advice Trisha has for us this week. Here's Trisha McCutcheon, our fashion insider. Thank you, Fashion Insider Trisha. Speaking of fashion, young model Kendall Jenner has celebrated her sweet 16 with a super sweet birthday bash last week. The entire Kardashian family was there to help celebrate with little sister Kendall at the Andaz Hotel in Hollywood. Tyga was the big performer of the night, and guests all received a Sugar Factory gift and a black duffel bag full of presents. And I bet you are all wondering what Kendall got in celebration of her 16th birthday. Yes, a car, of course. A 2012 black Range Rover. That's a happy birthday to you indeed, Kendall. Now let's send it out to Amrish with That Is Cray. Let's see what YouTube videos he has for us this week.
What's up and welcome to this week's episode of That Is Cray. The video we have this week for you are all tied into, I guess, Taylor Swift. And the video showing right now in our little box with the song playing in the background is the Last Kiss piano instrumental. Really soothing and melodious. I had to share it with you guys. Probably enjoying it as I speak. And video number 1 this week is the Taylor Swift SNL short. It's got 475,000 views on YouTube. And it's really, really, really interesting. It gives you a little light into her character. Check it out.
Annie, sweetie, not the time, okay? Please?
Hey, watch yourself, Phantom. Had a hard knock life, okay? Someone steps to me, I break them.
Okay, all right, okay. Okay.
So yeah, she definitely looked a little bit different from the usual Taylor Swift we're accustomed to. Video number 2 this week, keeping in tune with the whole Taylor vibe, is Megan Nicole singing her cover of Taylor Swift Mean. So the next time you're mean to somebody, this is probably what they're thinking about you. Check it out.
You, with your words like knives and swords and weapons that you use against me, you have knocked me off my feet again, got me feeling like nothing. You, with your voice like nails on a chalkboard, calling me out when I'm wounded. You, picking on the weaker man.
Well, you can't take me down with just one single blow. But you don't know what you don't know. Someday I'll be living in a big old city, and all you're ever gonna be is me.
So that was video number 2. She has a really soothing voice. I mean, she got 1.4 million views on YouTube, and it makes you think, wow, so many people get so much attention from singing another person's song. The next video we have to share with you this week is the Taylor Swift's Dress Gets Caught on Stage video, and it's like a tongue twister, blah, blah, blah. Really funny because, I guess, I'm not being mean, but she's like wrestling with the dress, so check that out. So that was the video where she's like wrestling. It's crazy. She's literally like fighting to get the dress off and she's singing the whole time. I don't know. She's quite an entertainer. Video number 4 this week is the Taylor Swift wardrobe malfunction. It's definitely a surprise because you're like, just, oh, it's such a good song. And bam! And you're like, what is that? So check that out. So that was video number 4. It definitely was like a surprise. I went to the concert this past weekend and I like literally fell in love with Taylor Swift for the 2nd time. She's amazing. All her songs are really engaging, and I don't know, That Is Crazy about crazy videos. That's why I shared the 2 videos just now with like little bloopers of Taylor's performance. But video number 5 this week is a little snippet from the concert. She had a special guest. You definitely know who he is, being from Florida and all. So let's just see a little snippet. That's the last video this week. Check it out. So that was video number 5. Yep, the surprise guest was Flo Rida from Florida. Crazy, right? Like, you're at a Taylor Swift concert and then bang! Flo Rida pops out singing Right Round. I don't know, it's just really, really exciting. And as we saw before, Taylor always has cool guests. Like, she had Nicki Minaj in one of her videos, and I don't know, she's just an awesome performer. So thanks so much for watching That Is Cray. I'm your host, Amr Shrain, and I'll see you next week where we have some really funny videos about, I guess, little kids and their pranks. Back to you, Leah.
That was Cray. Taylor Swift is a beast for real. Thanks, Amrish. Now for all you gamers out there, I'm sure you know that Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 has just come out. This game was actually one of the biggest selling entertainment products ever, even beating out Harry Potter. With its high action, detailed fighting, and highly competitive multiplayer mode, it's hard to pass up picking up a game. Gamer here at NSU, Mike Wernicke, says, "It's fun, but it reminds me a lot of Modern Warfare 2, with minor changes such as new maps. The guns are basically the same, which wasn't too exciting, but the few changes which were made, such as new perks, kill streaks, and the few exciting new game modes, are worth it. But nothing's like Modern Warfare 1, which is a hands-down classic." Now let's see what Ginger has for us with movies in a minute. Ginger?
Thanks, Leah. Well, Twilighters, your time has come. Part 1 of Breaking Dawn has finally hit the theaters. But before the midnight campouts outside the theaters begin, we can take a look at the cast premiere in Hollywood. Kristen Stewart was seen as stunning, as she always is with her simple looks and elegant gowns. This time, she chose a floor-length purple dress designed by Jay Mendel, with a high thigh slit up the front. Very different than her usual short and skinny dresses at the other premieres. At first, Kristen stepped out with some Nike sneakers on her feet, but they were for comfort, not for speed. She recently hurt herself during filming of Snow White and the Huntsman, and brought them to wear in between her regular Jimmy Choo heels. The boys, Robert and Taylor, looked handsome as always, and were said to be having a great time taking pictures with the fans. If you don't go get to see the movie on the premiere night, I'm sure you'll have plenty of time. The fandom of Breaking Dawn isn't going anywhere, and that means the movie will be in theaters for a while. And you might just have this moviegoer convinced to go check it out. The wedding, the pregnancy, the fight to save Bella's life, it actually seemed pretty interesting compared to the vampire, werewolf, love triangle Twilight once was to me. Check me back next week for Breaking Dawn box office numbers and reviews from fans everywhere. On Movies in a Minute, I'm Ginger. Back to you, Leah.
Thank you, Ginger. I am overly excited to see that movie. Now moving on with more movie business, Brad Pitt had recently had an interview with 60 Minutes in Australia and admitted that he is ready to quit acting in 3 years. By the time he turns 50, he says that he will retire as an actor. Pitt says, "I am really enjoying the producing side and development of stories and putting those pieces together, and getting stories to the plate that might have had a tougher time otherwise." Now we're going to send it out to Siam I Am to see what the ugly truth he has for us this week.
Hey guys and girls, this is your boy, the love guru, Mr. Lover, Siam I Am, and you're watching The Ugly Truth, the show that tells you about love, relationships, and all the advice that you want to hear. So I have my first love letter here, and it's from over 25 and looking girl. Over 25 and looking girl is getting crazy desperate because she wants a man, and she doesn't know what these men want, and I, the love guru, decided to go on the streets and ask these guys, what do you want in your woman? What do you want in your girl? Well, first thing, the guys said, and this sounds a little cliche, but they want a girl with a great personality. They want a girl that they could go to dinner with and be like, I'm enjoying myself, I'm laughing, I'm smiling, I don't want to go home. But they don't want a girl who they're like, oh gosh, I hope she doesn't order dessert. I just want to get out of here. I lost 20 minutes of my life. I can't lose another 10 minutes. The other thing, and this is the second thing, and this sounds really shallow. I know it's shallow, but a lot of guys said it. They want a girl with a sexy body, but sexy body and physically attractive. this doesn't necessarily mean that you don't have a sexy body and you're not physically attractive. Because every guy's perception of a sexy body is different. For instance, some guys like the Kim Kardashian curves, you know what I mean? Some guys like the slim Jennifer Aniston look, and then some guys like the baby got back Queen Latifah look. Now, every girl has a different body type, and every guy is attracted to a different body type. But guys, remember that a girl's physical attraction is only one small piece of the puzzle. Okay, the third thing, and I like to call this guy Mr. Macho, because Mr. Macho is like this model guy who is very picky. And he says, and this is really crazy, he says that the first thing he does before he looks for a girl is look at her mom. I was like, yo, man, you can't be checking on a girl's mom. But he said that if a girl's mom takes care of herself, then she will take care of herself. And last but not least, guys want a girl that's intelligent. They want a girl that you can sit down and have a conversation with, sit down for years and just grow old together and just talk. Because in the end, that's what it's all about, talking. One guy who I talked to, and this is actually quite funny, he said he took this girl to a football game. So, you know, after the game, he's like, well, you know, baby, what did you think? You know, did you like it? And she was like, you know, like, I did like it, but the one thing I didn't understand, and he's like, yeah. She's like, but the thing is, like, I really like the guys in the tight outfits. And he was like, okay. And she's like, the one thing I didn't understand was that at the beginning of the game, both teams flipped the quarter to see who would kick off first. And the rest of the game, they kept yelling, get the quarterback, get the quarterback, get the quarterback. And she said, what's the big deal about this quarter? And the guy was like, oh my God. So girls, us guys, we like a girl that we can have a conversation with. Anyways, I hope this helps you, over 25 and looking girl. This is your boy, Siam I Am. Send me emails, I'll answer them right here on the show. Mwah.
Thanks, Siam I Am. Well, that's all we have for you this week on The Leak. Before we get back to Ginger in the news station, don't forget to check us out on Facebook. Just search SUTV's The Leak. That's all for this week. Thanks for watching. Ahui ho until next week.
Thanks, Lea. Next week is the Thanksgiving holiday, so be sure to have a safe and great time with your family and friends. Enjoy your break and happy Thanksgiving from SUTV. You can still check us out on campus at 10 p.m. on Friday and all throughout next week. If you want to know it, we're here to show it. Thanks for watching SUTV News and Entertainment. I'm Ginger Christian. Good night.